Welcome back to Rise Grein and happy holidays. If you are a Christmas celebrator, then merry belated Christmas. I hope you had a wonderful day yesterday. And if you are not, then happy holidays. And I hope you had a delightful time celebrating whatever it is you celebrate and that we are all ready to kick off 2024. I know I am, and I am really blessed to be going into another year of business and simply another year of life. I have really realized how special it is to just be grateful for the life that you're living and waking up every single day. So I just want to take a second to acknowledge that. And I hope that regardless of your situation right now, regardless of where you are in the world, that you can just take a second and say, damn, I'm alive. Like, I am so grateful just to be alive, be in a safe place, have a roof over my head, and just be able to live my life the way that I want to. So, as per usual, we are going to share what we're drinking today because hydration equals self-care, self-care equals self-worth, and self-worth equals net worth. So basically, if you drink things, you're going to become rich, and that's just how we live our lives on this show. So today, in true holiday fashion, I am drinking a sugar cookie latte, which is honestly just the pinnacle of like Christmas flavor to me. I'm a big cookie girly. At the time that I'm recording this, I am gearing up to be baking a shitload of Christmas cookies, and my body is ready. So I'm getting myself warmed up with a sugar cookie latte. And of course, it is fueling this episode for today, which I honestly thought of in the shower. I thought of this episode in the shower because, as one does, my mind was wandering and I was thinking about a lot of things that have been coming up on my client calls lately and some things that just have sort of floated across my mind. And I just have to get this message out there because I feel very strongly that someone needs to hear this, because I know that old me really needed to hear this. And maybe if I had heard this sooner, I would have gotten my shit together sooner. So let's talk about my least favorite word inside of business. And this is a word that I don't even let my clients use. If they do use it in a call, I correct them. And that word is realistic. And the reason why I literally cannot stand the word realistic is because, first of all, like, low vibe, ew, who wants a realistic life? And second of all, what even is realistic? Realistic is so extremely subjective, it's not even funny. And I think back to who I used to be, and if this is your first time listening, I used to be an elementary school teacher. I taught music and fifth grade, and I was a completely different person back then. If I ran into that version of me today, I would be like, who even are you? Because we just have so many things that are no longer in common. But the number one thing is what we believe about our lives. And old me definitely did not think that literally anything that I have today is realistic. If I went back and told her, like, Queen, you quit your whole ass job, you scaled your business to almost multiple six figures, you're in a healthy relationship with a man who you literally love so much, not to mention you live in your dream house, even the fact that I never set an alarm clock would literally blow her mind. And guess what? Me back then would have thought none of this was any kind of realistic for her. And honestly, when things are realistic to us, it's just because it's what we know. And looking back now, the main way that I created a quote unrealistic life is by starting to think that I could have those things inside my reality. Was it realistic at that time? Probably not at all. To my brain back then, it was probably 100% unrealistic. But there was a small part of me that was like, I think I need to go for it. Let me just take the shot. Let me just go for it. With any of these things, right? With my income, with my business, with my marriage, with anything that I have now that I used to think was unrealistic. There was a small part of me that was like, but what if it's not? But what if it's not unrealistic? What if I really can have those things? And if I had not had that small part of me that was willing to take the risk and go against what I thought was unrealistic, I would not be where I am right now. And the reason why realistic honestly just kills your dreams, kills your potential, kills everything that might be amazing in the future for you is because in order to manifest things that you want, you actually have to believe that it's true. In order to manifest the things that you want, you actually have to believe that it's possible for you. Even if you're not like a 100% full body fuck yes, some part of you has to believe that that shit is possible in order to get on the right track get into alignment, and ultimately get to your manifestation. But when we don't think something is realistic, and 100% of us believes that, that's a problem. So if you are someone who has said about your hopes and dreams, like, oh, that's just not realistic for me. Like, that's just not in the cards for me. That's just not how my life is going to go. Girl, you are killing your potential. You are completely sleeping on how amazing life could be for you simply because you're not willing to open your mind to quote unquote unrealistic possibilities. And so in order to manifest an unrealistic life, or in order to manifest your next level life that maybe past you literally would be like crying, screaming, throwing up that you're even considering getting that kind of life, in order to do that, you have to have a healthy amount of delusion. And we have talked about delusion before on this show. Delusional confidence is quite literally the solution to everything. Everything that you desire is on the other side of your comfort zone. And in order to get the fuck out of there, you need to have some delusion that you can actually do this shit. Stop using the word realistic. Stop saying that things are unrealistic. They're not. And whatever you decide is realistic for you, whatever you decide is in the cards for you, whatever you decide is actually possible for you is. And that's literally it. And I have an entire episode on how I manifested my husband, but I distinctly remember simply just being so stubborn that exactly what I wanted was out there. Was it realistic? Probably not. I had a ridiculous list of demands. And looking back now that it's been a few years, I can look back and be like, damn, that was kind of ridiculous, girlfriend. But guess what? I got him. He's mine. He is my husband, right? I was delusional enough to think, shit, I can quit my whole career that I have worked years and years for, start a business that I have literally no business starting, like no experience, no nothing, scale to 6 figures in my first calendar year, and ultimately become a master mindset coach, a podcast host, have amazing fucking clients who I literally am like high key in love with, and wake up every single day loving my life because I know that I'm finally reaching my full potential. I'm making the difference that I wanted to make before and didn't have the balls to go for. At least until I decided that it was actually realistic to go after those things. So stop using realistic as an excuse to not see your dreams through. You're playing it small and you know it. Not to mention that everyone who's going to be influenced by the good that you're going to do in the world is waiting for you, girl. Like they are waiting for you to get it together and step up to the plate. Because until you fill your role, until you rise up to the occasion, they are waiting. And I don't want them to wait anymore. 2024 is the year that they stop waiting. And I'm not really like a New Year's resolution kind of girly. Like I'm a start now, right? Like I decide I want to do something in, November. Cool. I'm going to do it then. I'm not waiting till January 1st. However, if you are the New Year's resolution type of girly, the time is now. Stop waiting. Stop using unrealistic as an excuse. And manifest the shit that you want by believing and having the audacity that you can actually go after it. And if you are struggling inside your business, let's say you already have your business, you're established, and it is just not doing what you thought it was going to do, like the business is not businessing, then I'm going to leave a link for you in the description box to a couple of different things that you can take a look at because I want to help you. We are not doing another year of women not reaching their potential, okay? Welcome to the "this is how my life gets to be now" movement. You want something? Go after it. This is how your life gets to be now. And honestly, that's all I have for you today. I just felt like someone needed a little push, a little boost, and maybe a little tough love in order to get out of their own way and reach their potential. Because you owe it to yourself and you owe it to everyone else who's going to be positively impacted by you doing so. We are walking into 2024 better and bigger and more powerful and more confident than ever. And it's just going to be an amazing year. I can feel it. So if you are a longtime listener, thank you so much for continuing to be here and coming into 2024 with me. And if this is your first time here, welcome. I hope you stick around. I love all of you. Go rise and grind. Step up to the plate. And I will see you guys in 2024. Bye.